Hello Aquarians and cross watchers. So we have a video request. I've had a few of them about the planetary alignment, okay, that's coming June 2nd to June 4th. For America, it's June 3rd, okay, depending where you're at in the world. So I'm not an astrologist. I'm going to see what wants to come out in the tarot. I've tried to look at a lot of things online to see what it means, and you know, this is just I've gotten mostly messages about, you know, when the last time it happened was, when the next time it will happen. So I don't know what's going to come out. I have several oracle decks, and we're just going to have fun with the tarot, just see what wants to come out for the planetary alignment from June 2nd to 4th. All right, about I think 6 planets lining up. See how it might affect you. Keep in mind that the degrees in your chart with the planets in your chart, because there's more to you than just being an Aquarius or whatever it is you are. You have a little bit of everything, and there's degrees that are involved in all that stuff. So keep in mind, this is just going to be about the possibilities of things that you could expect. Maybe and most of you who are watching for your sun sign, most of you are watching tropical, okay, for tropical zodiac. And keep that in mind, because you have more to astrology than just what meets the eye as well. So we're just going to have fun here, see what wants to come out. I want to thank you all for being here, and I want to say that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world, okay? So no matter what's going on in your life, it's by divine design, and you are beautifully loved by your divine creator, which I call God. Nothing is an accident or a mistake. We got a couple of cards there. So this is just an overall oracle card to start off with, and we have Goose, Inner Knowing. All right. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident. You will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry. You are blessed. Let yourself fly. So this is saying no matter what comes out, okay, your soul knows the way. You're a divine traveler. You've probably been to many places in your incarnations, and no matter where you incarnate, you always have loyal souls, and how they take shape in your life can be through lovers, children, friends, family members. All right, we have here B community, and it says you are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. So that might be sort of a foreshadowing that greatness is coming, okay? The greatness is coming. Sometimes there's uncomfortableness and change, but I feel that greatness is coming for all of us, regardless of what happens before, all right? Regardless if it seems chaotic or a lot of things happening at one time. Like I said, in the end, it's going to be for your highest good, regardless of what is coming. But I would say that's foreshadowing that these planets aligning are bringing greatness in one form or another, even if something uncomfortable happens prior to that. I just feel compelled to say that. So I'm going to also here open with the Kipper-Lenormand deck. They're very literal. And like I said, I have a few other decks, and then we're going to clarify. We're going to clarify with the tarot. So what can be expected with this planetary alignment? What are some possible things that we could expect with this planetary alignment? We have great fortune. So wow, great fortune, and you're a powerful creator. So that also it's important to know that something that you started creating or something that you create could go viral, could go widespread beyond what you thought it could. And we have also a community. When we think of all of these are flocking together, you're going to align, okay, with people who you set up to align with when you came to Earth. your soul tribe is coming in, and that's important to know. Look at all this. A beehive, you know, that's a bee community. We have birds of a feather flocking together, and we also have birds here. So that's important to know. You're aligning with people. People for your highest good, people that are traveling just like you. And we have a cross to bear, okay? That flipped around a couple times. It initially came out upright and flipped around. So this might be something to do with change here, all right? Something around something to be said, or a belief system or structure. It's like a Hierophant card, so there might be something there. And we have wishing well. Let me see what else wants to come out. We have a dog. We have news, and we have, wow, okay. Unexpected income. So regardless, there's definitely, we have great fortune, finances, and something that you're working on, okay, or could be working on. Now I have some divine masculine cards here, so I just have to show you that. We have the sun. We have this person holding a rose. We have a dog. Might be having some dogs come into your life, all right? Could be even a dog from, you know, that travels with you as well. Sometimes our pets, they soul travel with us into these places. This is good news. This is really good news, all right, when that messenger is in the upright. We have a letter here. I feel there's a letter on the way, okay? This is reversed because this is good news coming in. We have two message cards. One is literally being delivered. Maybe you're about ready to get a message being delivered to you. We have a child sideways. We have a wishing well. Now that child can represent a birth of new things. Obviously, it seems like income. Something that's not anchored yet hasn't come in yet because it's not at the right destination, right? We put the anchor down when we're in the right spot, the right time, the right place. So it may be something to do with that. We have mature woman, okay. Family tree, journey, and then we have a privileged lady in the reverse. So there might be a privileged person who leaves a picture and a mature person who comes into the picture. Mature. Let's see. Now I'm very curious here. I'm going to clarify with those. Pull me a couple of romance angels. This seems a lot to do with love and money. Okay, with the planetary alignment. This could be the one, okay, that came out. There might be someone coming in that you might have to discern. There's going to be probably some great chemistry between you and them. Give me another card. Retreat. I feel like you guys have to take some time to get to know one another. I feel you're going to get the chance to do that. This landed on anchor reverse. So let's see. And on the bottom is engagement. So I feel if some of you are looking for money and love, that's definitely some changes that are coming with this planetary alignment. All right. These changes could follow that alignment. Doesn't mean they'll happen between June 2nd and June 4th. I want to make that clear. But pay attention to red flags. So in other words, keep your intuition, all right, on alert. Pay attention to anything that feels familiar to the past, whether good or bad, okay? Not to compare a person, but if some energy feels the same, if it feels like it's going in a direction of where something's went before, and if it wasn't good, sort of pay attention to it. It doesn't mean it's that, but it means take note of that, because maybe it's an indicator of something in our energy that hasn't changed, and maybe it's an indicator of a place where we need to grow or perfect, so we don't allow that kind of energy back in. And sometimes maybe there's a test, maybe there's an option of two, and the right one has to be chosen. So there's always that. Tell me about love. Okay, this landed on retreat. This could be the one. Yeah, magnetic attraction, and that was on the bottom of the deck of the other one. So there's someone coming in. You guys have a very strong connection and magnetic attraction to one another, but I think that's what it's saying about pay attention to the red flag. I think it's saying pay attention to the red flag. Like, is this lust? Like, am I just feeling a connection with this person, or is this a person I could love? Is this just going to be, you know, pass by quick? Give me a card here for what could be coming in from this planetary alignment. Co-create. Now this is co-creating with the divine or co-creating with another energy, but it's like two different energies come together and create something very beautiful and unique. And, you know, not for everybody, but for some, it absolutely can be a child, because we do have a child here in the balance. We do have that, a literal child from a deck that speaks very literal, Kipper and Lenormand. All right, so I'm going to start clarifying now. What are things that you could expect possibly from this planetary alignment, this coming June here, June 2nd to June 4th, 2024? What could you possibly expect? Let's start off with the co-creation card. I'm going to work from left to right on what you could possibly expect here. Tell me about co-create. That hit the floor, so for me it's very important. If I can find it here, and it went sideways. For me, sideways cards are cards that are in the process, also because there's a choice, and it's rebirth. Rebirth. And I'm going to pull from a specific tarot deck to see what could possibly get rebirthed here. That could be something that you thought wasn't possible, maybe an old ideal, an old something. Tell me about that. Tell me about rebirth and co-create. Tell me about rebirth and co-create. I'm hearing that song in my head. I don't remember who sings it. I've channeled it before. I even did a reading on it last year sometime, maybe even about a year ago. I don't know if it's Cold Phase or Coldplay or something, but it's a song that says, I'm sorry for the way I am. I'm sorry for the way I am. I never meant to be so cold. I don't know why I'm hearing that song, but if it's significant. And it's Four of Swords here. This is a card of healing. It's a card of ghosting, but Temperance is also about timing and divine timing. And Eight of Cups in reverse is about a return. So for some of you, you're going to co-create with a person who's returning from the past. It could even be a past life. But like I said, I did with this specific card hear that song. Now maybe with this planetary alignment, somebody, because of what's in their chart, maybe the way it interacts, you know, nudges them to come in, nudges them to return, nudges them to, you know, talk about maybe ghosting or apologizing for the way they are. I don't know. Okay, this is just a tarot reading on this planetary alignment, so it's all subject to however you want to see it. It's all subject to entertainment, really, because I have no way of knowing what's in your chart, and some of you know what's in your chart and some probably don't. It might be new or something you never explored. I do want to find out about, pay attention to the red flags. Tell me about pay attention to the red flags. It landed on this person who returns. And we have Source. So I just feel that it's saying, and this could also talk about the planets lining up as well. And I was actually trying to look for one of my other decks. I have the Moon and Stars Tarot, but it's packed away in a box, but I was putting everything in bins, so I'm probably going to get some of that out, some of those other decks. But pay attention to the red flags. Is here about source, and it talks about co-create. So there may be a person who returns from the past that you're meant to co-create something with this person. But this could be a person who they ghosted before. This could be a person who you've walked away from. Now, this is not me saying get back with a person from the past. I want to clear that up. I'm not saying that. It might be an opportunity to release that once and for all, because you might be saying, look, I no longer have that vision. The vision is reversed, and then we have letting go here. It might be an opportunity to put the past to rest, because maybe somebody says what they want to say, okay? Because there is a lot to say here. But it may also be an opportunity to come together and create something together, because it still looks like, regardless, there's a magnetic attraction. But it also can be saying, look to source when you're in doubt. If this seems like it's going and headed the same direction it was with a person from the past, consult your creator, consult source, ask source for the answers. And my phone just went off. My phone literally just went off when that happened. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to take that as that's what that meant. Now we have, this could be the one. It's in the reverse. And I do feel like I'm hearing somebody say this. I don't know who it is, but I'm hearing somebody say, well, if this opportunity keeps coming around, you know, maybe I am meant to do something with this person, because why is this person just not gone? All right, so I am hearing that, and I do feel the Holy Spirit with me. So this is maybe somebody saying that when this person comes back around. Maybe there's more to this than that, because this person keeps coming into my life, and maybe there is something we're meant here to do. So let's clarify. Also keep in mind, some of these messages may apply, maybe not the whole reading, okay, but maybe some messages from the cards that came out may apply. So if anyone who is experiencing or will experience a return of a person, just keep in mind, when you're in doubt, consult source for the right guidance, because maybe you can't see the forest from the trees. Maybe you're so attracted to this person that it's hard to think straight, you know? Tell me about this could be the one. What is, again, it's totality. So it's talking about take everything into consideration is what I heard. Totality, and this could be the one is in the reverse. So take everything into consideration. Do they have an attachment? Like this, there's a person reaching out to another person, and there's a person here who is receptive. So we have a person who is rooted, has their root chakra and their heart chakra here. Might wear their heart on their sleeves, literally, with the green chakra colors. And then we have here the blue chakra and the red chakra, both wearing the red suit of being rooted, all three energies being rooted. But one here, we have the throat chakra is open. One can express themselves fully. One is feeling fully with the heart chakra. And then we have one over here who might be wearing a spiritual suit. And that spiritual suit could be like, but hey, we have a commitment. We have a spiritual contract together. We have a marriage. We have something. There could be something that's holding on. There could be an attachment. And the attachment could be on your side, could be on their side. It's saying take in the whole totality of the circumstance, everything. And that's it. Because when everything fits, and next to that is nothingness and creator. So very much consulting with source is going to help when it comes to this, fitting the piece in, because maybe the piece doesn't fit. Maybe there's a missing piece or something here. We have retreat. Tell me about retreat. Tell me about retreat. We have the Empress reverse, creativity, and it's retreat. So Empress energy attracts. The Empress energy embodies love, but the Empress is also married, okay? And this, it looks almost like a bride and a groom here. So there might be a conversation about the future, about where things are headed, about if a person has plans on this. So, and that's Venus energy, okay? And that's one of the planets lining up. So this may have to do with marriage and a talk about marriage. You know, what do you expect from this in the future? Do you expect a commitment? Do you expect marriage? Do they expect it? What type of commitment? You know, because a commitment can be whatever you two commit to. All right. So if anything, so far, it seems like this planetary alignment has, it's like things line up so that things can get literally in line, get on board. So, you know, on board, are we going forward in this or not? Right? Because now is the chance. Now is the time. Get on the train, get off the train. Go in this direction with me. Don't go in this direction with me. And that may have to do with career because money is also out here. We just haven't got to that right now. This is talking about love and where you want your life to go. Do you want your life to be in marriage or stay in marriage, or be in a commitment, stay in a commitment, whether with a person or a job or whatever? That's going to be an option here. And if you don't know what to do, say, consult source. And we have this patience, and there's a pregnant woman there. So when I see the child, I see divine energy cards, and I see things being anchored, good news. You know, there could be, not for everybody, and co-create two individuals that don't really look like they match, but creating something. So there could be, for some people, who you're going to hear about pregnancies, okay? There are going to be a lot of people getting pregnant out of nowhere, probably not expecting it. Not necessarily yourself. You might hear about pregnancy. If you're able to have children, you might hear about it with yourself, but you might hear about it through family members and friends, or just notice you see a lot more pregnant people when you're out in public, just like, you know. I remember one year, I just, like, everybody I seemed to have seen, they were just like, all the women were pregnant, the younger women. So you could even be just noticing a lot of births. A lot of, might be time where people are lining up. Children are coming in to the planet. Tell me about magnetic attraction. All right, that landed on a person returning from the past. We have Leo energy, we have Source, we have Scorpio energy in reverse, transformation. So if there's a person returning from the past, it's saying, pay attention, have they changed, have you changed? Or is it the same as before? Is it a connection of lust? Is it a connection of love? Is it a connection that can stand the test of time, or is it a connection that gets you by for a while, then you're off looking for another love, someone you can be with or do want? You know, what are you expecting from this person, what they're expecting from you, especially if it's a return of a person? It's going to be important to clarify those boundaries. And maybe with these planets aligning, there's an opportunity to clarify these boundaries, to clarify what it is that you both expect from each other. And that's where maybe a talk will happen. And that's where, during that talk, both parties will be able to pay attention to red flags. You know? Tell me about great fortune. Now, that's the news that landed on that card, so I will do that card next. All right, and traveling in reverse. This is like an Eight of Wands. And then there's harmony. We have what I like to compare this sometimes to my twin flame card, but it's one soul, two bodies. But it could be a something special to your heart, a special someone. Don't have to be related to twin flames at all. Just a special somebody on your mind and in your heart, okay? Or something you know, even third eye chakra or crown chakra and the heart chakra. So this also tells me you might even make money with someone who's on your mind or someone who's close to your heart. This is like having romance and making money with this person, or opening, you know, being in a connection, like being in a relationship with someone, marriage or not, and then opening a business. So there's an opportunity for you and another very strong connection here to open a business, or to expand a business if you're already in a connection. I feel that this is the news that's coming in because it landed on that card. But this is on the bottom of the deck. Somebody might be rigid in their thinking. Somebody might be trying to fit the pieces of the puzzle together and they can't. Someone might be sort of religious and the other person is spiritual or something like this, but they're the same. Okay, and I do have the Lovers. So somebody might be conflicted, and it may have something to do with why there hasn't been alignment. But with these planets coming into alignment, that just might change. That might change, because it goes and it expands beyond religion. It expands beyond traditional beliefs and concepts. It goes beyond that. It goes into consciousness and one love, and that is where you and this other person, all of us really, where we come from. We're not birthed into religion. I mean, birthed from it, right? We come from source, but when we get here, it's our traditions and things that we are raised to believe. And so that tells me you and this other person that could be returning, or that could be entering your life, because now we're in a different section. This was all about a return. Whoever is coming into your soul tribe here, you guys are just that, coming from the same soul tribe, not necessarily the same religion or same background. So you guys may be very different in your backgrounds. Tell me about news. Landed on the message that hasn't come in, and a dog, and politics, and the mask. So there's a mask that comes off, all right? There is someone who literally, I just heard, is just going to be honest, okay? Maybe even brutally honest in a situation. So this is an opportunity with these planets who come, that are aligning for the truth to be exposed, all right? So you may hear of some truth, and someone may hear of some truth from you, but trust that it's all coming in. You know, it's all coming in. We have trust here. It landed on the dog, and it landed on the message. So something gets, possibly, like I said, the mask comes off. The news is good, and it has something to do with great fortune, with you and another soul who, you know, birds of a feather flock together. You're of the same type of soul tribe here. Trust came out anyway. And what you don't see, receptivity. You're not expecting this. This is receptivity reverse. You're not expecting this, but trust. Trust. And this is going to be a loyal. The dog represents loyalty, but this is a card, a deck that literally talks about literal circumstances. So may literally get a message about a dog. All right. But you could also, and it would be like if somebody gives you a dog, you wouldn't be expecting it, but it's like your soul tribe dog. It's my brother. You'll have to wait. Okay, it's also loyalty. So I do feel that the mask comes off and someone is very honest, and I feel that they either feel you're loyal or they're loyal, or maybe something to do with a Leo. Okay, tell me about, this is the message in reverse, and it landed on both of those, so I'm going to go with that one next. Tell me about the message in reverse, because good news is coming in, so I feel like it's in the process. There's some changes that are currently happening in the background here. Yes. This would tell me it's a very beautiful opportunity. Whatever this message is that has not been received yet, these planets that are aligning probably have a lot to do with activating souls to get on path. All right, like I said, it won't happen overnight. It's a process. So there's an activation, then what happens afterwards is this process, so this activation can happen. We have change, and the wheels start turning here, the wheels of the universe. I feel if you're Aquarius, you don't expect it because the star card is reversed. Tell me about, I want to know now about the birds. Maybe you like to spend time in nature, or should. Okay, spend some time alone in nature. Tell me about the birds, the messengers here. Yes, this is a Two of Swords. I don't know why they named it schizophrenia. I guess because it's hard, because somebody might make up their mind to reach out and then change their mind. Make up their mind to reach out, then change their mind. It can happen like that. So I feel that somebody wants to connect and they say, okay, I'm going to connect, and then they don't connect. I just feel, though, with the planets lining up, it's going to change, because there's something about you guys being so different from each other, and that seems to be there's a very big difference between you, and it may have something to do with being judged, being compared. All right, because that card did come out, a comparison card reverse. But I also feel that nobody compares to you, so there's a lot about that. So it's like nobody compares to my this person. You definitely got somebody thinking here. Whoever you are, you got somebody thinking, man or woman, doesn't matter. Tell me about the bear, the cross to bear. Tell me about that. And that is also being honest. Now we have the star in the upright. We have Aquarius in the upright. So it's like I said, you two could be very different. Someone could be religious. Someone could be spiritual. Someone could call God, and someone could call God the universe or source or whatever. It's like you guys have two different ways of connecting to consciousness. Somebody might connect to consciousness through meditation. Somebody might connect through prayer, but it doesn't matter. But this is also bearing a cross. If you want to take out beliefs completely out of it, this is somebody who says what they want, because the star can be about hopes and wishes. So someone could be telling you, talking to you, when these planets line up, that could be things turning in the way they should, turning in motion so that a conversation can happen, because we do have the retreat card. It's almost like loving somebody before you even know them. I've heard of love at first sight, or when you know a person, you're like, I could love a person like that, even though you haven't got to know them, but you've known enough about their personality, you're like, I could love a person like that. There's something about you and them. It's very different. Maybe when these stars line up, there's going to be an opportunity to speak. There's going to be an opportunity to be honest, to have the mask come off. Tell me about the rose, this man holding a rose. Guidance, and it landed on the wishing well, so we'll do the wishing well next. There is someone being guided to you. Now this could easily be a woman, but there is someone being guided to you, and it could be a divine masculine, because divine masculine is here next to it. Divine masculine can also be in a male or female body, doesn't really matter. It's energy. And so someone's being guided. Someone is definitely being guided to reach out, to connect, to talk, have a conversation here. And it landed on wish. Tell me about wish. The wishing well. Tell me about the wishing well. Awareness, yeah. You might not have been speaking to this person other than through the astral or through dreams, but there is something becoming very clear to a person who's being guided, all right, being guided to reach out to the other person. And whatever has been holding this person down or back, it has a lot to do with beliefs, structures, and concepts, things that are of this world. But when a person just realizes what they really want, they realize none of this other stuff matters, and they break free and they really get out of this mold. And I did say break free, so maybe there was a third energy involved, and it's just like breaking out of all of those restraints, all of those concepts, all of those beliefs, and just doing what the soul truly wants to do. It's true wish fulfillment. And that's when it aligns. And that's when someone reaches out. And it may have very much to do with these planets, because that's what this reading is supposed to be about. How are these planets possibly going to affect things? This is a person, you know, there's money here. So that means that there's an opportunity to make money. There's an opportunity to fall in love. There's an opportunity to clear the air. There's an opportunity to be completely 100% honest here. That's what these planets aligning seem to be saying in this reading. Tell me about the sun. It landed on flowering and trust. And the world in reverse. It's we are the world. It's in reverse. This is like, just trust that this is going to happen. I got to clarify that with another card though. Tell me about we are the world. Tell me about we are the world. All right, a card hit the floor. All right, Five of Pentacles reverse. So that's a person returning. That's also an improvement in finances. Here soon. Okay, Knight of Cups is on the bottom. Knight of Cups is that person who wears their heart on their sleeve. Knight of Cups is a knight. They could be a younger energy, whether they are a novice spirit, novice to this planet, this world, or literal physically younger. But it's also a person who wants to help. They love to help, and they're going to wear their heart on the sleeve. And it could be a Sagittarius. Excuse me, I'm thinking a Knight of Wands. It could be a Cancer. Doesn't have to be, but it could be in Cancer season, which is in June. Okay, Cancer season is in June, so also that. But it's an improvement. It's clarifying this world, this masculine, and it's a return and improvement. An improvement, especially in money, and possibly a possible relationship, because that Ace of Pentacles is both. It could be something tangible. It's a gift from the universe. We have the child right under that. Tell me about the child. Right here, quite literally, some of you are going to hear about births, pregnancies, okay, if not with yourself, maybe with children or family or whatever around you, but there's two, and then there's a child out of this. So or you two come together and open a business. You two come together, you create something in this world. Does not have to be a child, but you birth something together. So that's a strong message. You're going to birth something with this person. Obviously, it's your choice. But there is a legacy here. And I'm going to pull from that family tree. Tell me about that family tree. Integration, yeah. This is the Temperance Angel. This is guidance. This is happening. This is I have this twice. And if you talk about the Osho Zen, this is guidance. We have someone being guided to the other person. Because you and them are meant to birth something in this world. And maybe these planetary alignments are going to kickstart. I heard kickstart things into that motion. All right? We have the dream on the reverse, and that's a Six of Cups. Now I'm going to hit the mature woman. Let's see. I'm going to take this card here. Give me a card for that. Tell me about the mature woman. Again, we have the outsider. It's like a outside looking in. It's also a child. So again, you and this person are going to birth something together. Somebody might be more advanced in age than another person is, because I have a more novice energy soul and I have a more advanced energy soul. There's something here that you and this person are going to birth together, and I can't help it. Some of you might get pregnant later in life. Okay, it could happen. We have beyond delusion. Beyond delusion. It's not the first time people have gotten pregnant in advanced ages, and it could be one of those very rare circumstances. But regardless, this is pregnant with opportunities, pregnant with abundance. But there is something that you and this person are going to create together. And together it will be your baby. You will create it together, whatever it is. Could be even a dog. It could be anything that you take care of together. Tell me about journey. Okay, this talks about healing. So somebody's been on a journey of healing, and we have the heart chakra that is really highlighted here. And I feel someone's heart has been healing. Someone's heart has been healing. And maybe it's taken a while, because this is a card of Seven of Pentacles. It's patience. It's the harvest. These planets aligning are also bringing a lot of healing, abundance, and love. I feel that's what you can expect. Healing, abundance, and love. Tell me about the privileged lady. She's in reverse. Tell me about the privileged lady. Landed on the anchor. The anchor's in reverse, and we have ripeness. So a privileged person is a person who expects. Okay, let's just keep it that simple. A person privileged is a person who expects. But this is ripened, and it's on the sideways. So this could come upright. This could come reverse. Something to do, and this is reverse. So there is a person who might have felt privileged to someone's energy, or might have felt privileged having access all the time, or that things wouldn't change. They expected something. But we have here this person here with abundance that sort of represents masculine energy, and we have here divine feminine energy with the moon, divine masculine energy with the sun, and we have this rainbow. And we have this rainbow, and together is what they're creating. There's a rainbow. So some of you are, I'm telling you, you're going to come in connection with this person, and you're going to create something beautiful. And there might be another energy that gets left behind. It never comes to fruition because it wasn't meant to be. There's no rainbows here. There was nothing meant to be created with that person. And this is the Empress in reverse. And it could be that talk. Now this Empress has all the rainbow. This Empress is the one who is pregnant with ideals, or with a baby, or with whatever it is she attracts. That's what this retreat. And there's a reversal. There's something to do about. We need to talk about this. Do you want to do this? Do you still want to do this? Do you want to go down this path? Can we do this? Whatever it is. creating with them. So we have something not yet anchored. It's not anchored because, for one, conversation has not happened. So it can't be anchored. And then two would be a decision of that. Tell me about the anchor. Tell me about the anchor. It landed on magnetic attraction. Okay, the bottom of the deck, we have creator reverse, and we have compromise. We have the twins and moment to moment. This goes from 1, living in the moment, to 2. But we do have creator in the reverse. So let's clarify. So it's taking a while. All right, it's taking a while. Now, if there is a person that's involved, a third party, and that's a person that they're in some sort of magnetic attraction with, maybe there's a person seeing that maybe this is just lust. You know, we're attracted to each other, but I don't have deep feelings for them. We have great sex, or we have this passion, but when it comes to like other matters of life, like talking about the future or talking about things of the heart, maybe there's a void that's there, because maybe this is a person you have a magnetic attraction with, but maybe it's a person who was kept away from you because they were in a magnetic attraction connection, and now they're starting to see signs that, hey, maybe this is just lust and it's not anything other than that. And maybe they were a person who rejected their Empress or their Divine Feminine. When we see this here, that could be a person who's returning. Keep in mind, however the energy seems to fit, but something slowed down, and that's why things have not been concreted, set into motion. With these planetary alignments, that might be an opportunity to get things back on track. It does seem like an older, a more experienced energy versus a more novice energy. Okay, that has nothing to do with age. That talks about lessons. Could even talk about how many times a person has incarnated into this life. So I'm going to pull from the Starseeds Oracle, and then that's going to be it for the reading. I want to thank you if you showed up for the reading. Sorry if it was too long, but this is what you could expect. This is, a tarot reading I was asked to do. And it says, wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. And I can see that definitely things are being woven. And someone might end up remembering, because this is the bottom of the deck. I remember the soul plan, the fated versus destiny. Somebody was living a destined life, a life that they chose, but there's something here fated. And what is fated is that you and this person are going to make something beautiful together, whether a child, a business, whatever it is, it's together. There is a third energy, possibly, that's going to get left behind, possibly here. All right. Anyway, guys, thank you for showing up. I love you, and namaste, my friends.